Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinazo Mary Cynthia, and on this channel we do everything skincare, of course, lifestyle, yes, and we preach healthy skin on this channel. Okay, good. If this is your first time on this channel, please do well to subscribe because of course we bring you quality contents. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back. So guys, on today's video, we are going to be talking about how to use retinols. Okay, how to incorporate retinol into your skincare routine. First of all, you have to know that retinols, retinoids, you have been hearing about retinoids, right? Even retinols as well. You have to understand that all these are under one umbrella called the retinoids. Okay, now retinoids is a derivative of vitamin A. They're all gotten from vitamin A. Under the retinoids, we have the retinol esters. Okay, retinol esters actually the less potent. They are not as active as others. Retinol esters have to be converted three times in three stages before you can even get retinols. Okay, before they can become active, and then they are called retinols. All right, now retinol is still further converted to retinol. Of course, retinol is more potent than retinol. That same retinol is still further converted to what we call adapalene. Adapalene is more potent than the retinol. Okay, that's just because adapalene has some active form of the tretinoin. Then adapalene is further converted again to the retinoic acid, which is the almighty tretinoin that people are talking about. So this is basically how it is in the family of the retinoids. Retinols can come in form of a serum. They can also be seen in your moisturizer. They can be seen in your eye cream. They can also be seen in your toner, even in your face wash. So now to the big question. How do you use retinol? How do you incorporate retinol into your skincare routine? First of all, you have to note that when you are embarking on using retinol into your routine, you need to understand that you have to start low and go slow. Now, what do I mean by this? You have to go for a lower concentration. You cannot be a newbie in retinol and you are starting with a 2% retinol. Retinol is highly drying. Start with a lower concentration. By doing this, you are building your tolerance level. You cannot be a newbie in the usage of retinol and you are already using it every day, like every night you are using retinol. No, it is going to dry out your skin. Currently, I have a retinol serum in my nighttime skincare routine. Okay, I actually started using retinol December last year. As at then, when I started using retinol, I was using this retinol every single night. I was always waking up with an extremely oily face. When I realized that, I had to quit my retinol serum. I just had to stop. So throughout the third week, fourth week of December, and then first week of January, I didn't use my retinol. Then around the second week of January, I reintroduced that retinol serum, but this time around I went with once in a week. And later on, my esthetician now advised that I now then start using it every single night. The second rule is do not exfoliate in the same routine you are to use your retinols. If you know that this particular night you are supposed to use your salicylic acid or your lactic acid, please leave out your retinols. Do not use your retinols that same night to avoid skin irritations. They are highly drying active ingredients. Do not use them together. Now, the third rule is always apply your sunscreen in the morning. Yes, your retinoids are to be used just at night. But do not say that because you used your retinol at night, then in the morning, once you are done with your face wash and everything, then you will not apply your sunscreen. That retinol is still very much active on your skin even in the morning. And this is going to make your skin highly sensitive to the sun, which of course is going to cause what we call sun tanning. That is darkening of the skin. Number four, if you have a sensitive skin, apply what we call the sandwich method. In your skincare routine, it is always your face wash, then your toner, then your essence if you use an essence, right? Then comes your serum, your moisturizer. But if you have a sensitive skin and you always notice that when you use your retinols or your retinoids generally, that you always experience skin irritations, maybe tiny rashes every time when you use your retinols. This is what you are going to do. After your toner, okay, go in with your moisturizer. Then after your moisturizer, then your retinol or your tretinoin can then come in. And after applying your retinol or your tretinoin, then go in again with your moisturizer. That first layer of moisturizer you applied is going to serve as a cushion on your skin. Your retinol will not really penetrate deeper than it should with the help of that moisturizer, so it will not cause you further skin irritations. Just start with this method. This is also going to enable your tolerance level. Do not use your retinoids around your eye area or your mouth area if you know you have a sensitive skin. Some people, when they use their retinols all over their face, they always feel a tingling sensation around their eyes, sometimes tiny rashes around their eyes or around their lip area, sometimes around the chin here. Okay, so what you are going to do to prevent this is, whenever you are about using your retinol, use your Vaseline under your eyes and also on your lip area. And then if you also notice some kind of peeling or skin rashes around your chin, then use your Vaseline around those areas. And then while rubbing your retinols, please avoid those areas. That Vaseline there is just to serve as a protection. It is going to serve as a barrier between that retinol and your skin. If you are pregnant or you are an expectant mother, avoid any skincare products that contains retinols. Leave retinols alone for now. Okay? Because studies have actually shown that you using a retinol as a pregnant mom is going to cause your unborn baby some health defects. Coming over to the importance of retinols. Retinols help to lighten up your hyperpigmentation. Retinol helps with the formation of collagen. Collagen basically is just the protein in your body which helps with the strengthening of your skin. It also helps with your skin's elasticity. The skin of someone in her 20s is still looking bouncy, supple, and all youthful, right? But that of someone in her 40s or 50s won't be as youthful as that of someone in her 20s. Difference in these two persons is just in the production of collagen. The skin of someone in her 20s still produces enough collagen, but someone in her late 30s, 40s, 50s will not be producing enough collagen like someone in her 20s. Retinol helps in the reduction of fine lines and wrinkles. Retinol helps to brighten up a dull skin, thereby revealing a more even toned skin. If you have an acne prone skin, you can still incorporate retinol in your skincare routine. If this video was helpful to you, do not subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when next I post a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Bye.